What's up, guys? Another Premier League video coming at you. This time it's Tuesday, August 21st. I decided to do a standings predictions. Might as well, just for the fun of it. A lot of people put these videos up and get a lot of views, and everyone debates who's going where. Obviously, the team you support will be most likely higher than they'll finish, just because people do that. The top 4 teams finish in the Champions League, unless a team like Chelsea last year finished 6th, but they did win the Champions League, so they got back into it. That's, I guess, the one way you can only get back into it is if winning it if you're not in the top 4. But however, the bottom 3 teams get relegated to the lower league. I'll just start off with who I think is going to win the English Premier League title this year. Manchester City is the repeat. Obviously, I'm doing this after the first week's been played because I don't know why. I just thought it'd be a little bit better, easier. I don't know, easier is the right word, but I got to see how they play. I don't know if that's cheating or not. What you guys think? Manchester City played well in their first game, 3-2. 2 little counterattacks by Southampton, though, so I think they dominate possession. Like, people say, oh, they're not that good at the back now because they let 2 goals go Southampton, but first game of the year, they played well offensively. Aguero's out now, but I think Tevez can still hold the force up front. I see Manchester United finishing second. If you don't have them in the top 2, you're probably going to be wrong. They'll obviously finish up there, like they always do. They have a couple new signings, but they did look really sluggish in their first game, and I just don't like how their playing style compared to City's doesn't look as dominating. So I'll have to pick them at second. At third, I have Chelsea. The reason is they have a couple new signings. They have everything you need to become a Premier League winner, I would say. If Torres hits form, then they're a better team. Then they could be a better team than Man U. They have everything you need. I don't know what position they don't have. So, and then I see Arsenal finishing last spot in the Champions League. They've proven every year to finish 3, 4, 5 around there. They have a couple new signings. Obviously, Robin Van Persie went to Man U. They've got a couple new guys. Their defense can be shaky. Chesney in the back, though, is a pretty good goalkeeper. So I can see them finishing 4th and making that Champions League again. So the Champions League is over, and then everyone else is just battling for a higher spot, because the better you finish, the better you feel, the better the fans feel. 5th, Newcastle. I think they're going to have another strong year. I really doubted them last year, and definitely if I didn't see their game a couple of days ago, I probably would have had them around probably 9th, just behind Fulham maybe, and Fulham would have bumped up. Every team would have bumped up one. But Newcastle, they beat Tottenham 2-1 at home. They seem to dominate play. Hadn't been off in the midfield with Cabaye and Gutierrez up front. They actually do have some offense, which I didn't see. So they could be a pretty good force this year in the Premier League. 6th, I have Tottenham. They're gonna lose Modric for sure at some point, or he's not gonna play. They have a lot of crap going on there. 2 transfers as well today. I'll just let you guys know what's happened. Just 10 minutes ago, Michael Dawson signed with QPR for 5.5 million, so he's gone. And the other transfer also involves them. They signed Emmanuel Adebayor from Man City. Don't know how much that cost or what all that was about. You guys can look that up and tell me if you want in the comment below. 7th, I have Everton. I also watched their game. They beat Man U. They looked a very strong squad at home. It's gonna be hard to get results there for sure. I'm a supporter of Aston Villa. We play them next week. Thank God it's at home though, because they are a pretty good team. Fellaini is definitely more of a beast this year than last year. He's got that beast in him though, with that hair and that size. 8th, I have Liverpool. I can't see them going lower than 8th just because they are Liverpool, but obviously they could finish behind Fulham. They lost their first game 3-0, but 3-0 is not the scoreline that it should have been. So with Suarez, they got the new Rodgers, the new manager, so I think it'll just take a little bit of time for them to get some form and understand how they're going to be playing and such. 9th, I got Fulham. They also had a very first game of the year, 5-0 against Who the hell did they play? Norwich. And so I also see them finishing the top 10 for sure. I couldn't see Fulham falling out of the top 10. No lower than 10th for sure. I only see 11 strongish teams in this league. I'd be surprised if my top 11, top 10 weren't the top 10 at the end of the year. I'd be very surprised. 10th I have Swansea. They know how to attack. They seem to know how to defend. They won 5-0 first game of the week. So I just see them doing well. Scott Sinclair, they might go to Chelsea or Man City. I heard Man City. I don't see them signing him just for some reason, but hopefully he just stays there for another year and proves himself, and then next year he'll go somewhere better. Then at 11th we have Southampton. Bit of a risky pick, Southampton. They got Ricky Lambert up front. I don't know much about the teams that get promoted North American region. They never show any of that lower league on TV, and I've never followed it too much. Obviously, watch the final games of the year and notice the top players, but that's about it. But they do seem like the strongest side that came up for sure. We'll definitely have the first week watching, but it's a long season ahead for them, so they could also finish as low as 20. 12th, Stoke City. Most people have them as a relegation team. I don't. They always battle out for points, don't get scored on a lot, and they just seem to fight for everything they got. 13th, Sunderland. They don't have much attack. They don't have much D. But they kept Arsenal to a clean sheet at 0-0. Martin O'Neill is actually a really good manager. He used to be a Villa, and they finished 6th 3 years in a row. Back in the day he was there, he left. And Sunderland, I could see them having a pretty good defensive year just because that's the way Martin O'Neill plays. Very defensive and then a counter-attack. That's sort of how Sunderland will be playing this year with Sessegnon up front. So I could see them avoiding relegation, obviously. At 14th, West Brom. I hate putting West Brom 14th. But the other teams, I see them being better. They edged out 3 points in the first week against Liverpool. They do have... they're going to win those random games of the year that you won't predict them to win. That's just how they play with Odemwingie up front and long. So I can see them 14th, obviously around that area. Had to pick one, I'll pick them there. At 15th, Aston Villa. A lot of people could see them from 10 to 20, anywhere in there. But I can't see them higher than 13th. 15 seemed like the reasonable pick. I'm not going to put them in the relegation zone. Just because, first of all, I don't fully see them going down, and I support them. So, got a lot of problems though to fix. Obviously, a first week loss to West Ham is pretty bad. But a lot of changes will be made. 16th, West Ham. They don't have many. They're sort of a team just got a bunch of okay players. No one great. They hoof the ball. They're not gonna be a fun team to watch. Neither's Aston Villa, so I'll point that out. But I just don't see them finishing higher any than 15th, and they could go down as well. 17th, Reading. They put up a good performance in the first week against Stoke. It was 1-1. So that's how I see them getting draws against the weaker teams, but obviously losing against the best teams. Like they play Chelsea in a couple days. I don't see them getting a point out of that. So they'll finish near the bottom. I'm sure of that. Here we are in the relegation area. 18th, QPR. They did lose 5-0 the first week. A lot of people could see them finishing as high as 12th or something like that, but for some reason I just don't see them doing that good this year. I don't know why. They do have some players that are good. They signed Ji-Sung Park from Man U. I'm not wrong. It's Bobby Zamora up front. I don't need him play or something though, and Anton Ferdinand. They got some good players. They just don't seem to. I think it will take them a while to get clued in, to get in form. It'll be a bit late in the season, and then near the end they'll be fighting for those points to get back in it. 19th. This is one of my easiest picks. This was my easiest pick for who's going down. He's Wigan. I'm drunk. So 4 years in a row or something, 3 years in a row, they've been finishing 16th, 17th, just making it by say around average 3 points a year. This year I'm taking them to go down just because it's probably the easiest pick. And I hope they do, just because every year they barely survive. It's fun to watch, but eventually they will go down. And last but not least, 20th, Norwich. They lost manager Paul Lambert. He went to Villa. They seem to play very offensively and well under him. I think it's also going to take them a while to get some form or get some results. And they'll be in the same position as QPR, just battling at the end to survive. And it might be a bit too late for them, so I have them finishing dead last. So that's a wrap. That's all 20 teams. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, comment with your predictions on the season. Do you agree or disagree with some of my decisions? And please subscribe if you want to watch more of these videos throughout the year in the Premier League. You will be my first subscriber. Peace.